G'day everybody and welcome back to my channel, Viking Gamer. And in today's adventure we are going to further the glory of the Klingon Empire in Star Trek Online. At the moment the First Contact Day event is going on, so let's check that out. Do the model rocket launch later. Of course, unfortunately that does have some copyright music in it. Okay. Travel back to April 4th, 2063 to stop the Borg from preventing humanity's first contact with the Vulcans. Well, although we share not a great deal of love with the Federation, they're better than the Borg.
Good, you made it. Wasn't looking forward to dealing with this by myself. Our hollow emitters are doing their job, and the bombings should happen soon. Once that's finished, we can get started.
Okay. Bombing? What is happening here?
Daniel said this might happen. Something to do with the effect of chronoton flux on short-term memory. You gotta love temporal mechanics.
Time travel?
Yeah, we've been sent back in time to fix a problem. It's April 4th, 2063, the day before first contact. This is the missile complex where humanity's first warp-capable vessel was launched.
Right. What's the problem we need to solve?
The Borg are the problem. They're here, and they're trying to change history in their favor. History says the Borg failed because of Picard and the crew of the Enterprise, but as of now, history's wrong. Somehow the Borg managed to pull victory from the jaws of defeat tonight. We're here to make sure that doesn't happen.
What was that about hollow emitters?
Right now we're effectively invisible inside this hollow shield. Once we're ready to move out, we'll drop it and our personal emitters will kick in. Think of them as a sophisticated disguise kit. They'll make us look like we belong here. To the locals, we'll look like a band of 21st century humans wandering around the woods of Montana. Any other questions?
Why are we here?
Daniel said this might happen. Something to do with the effect of chronoton flux on short-term memory. You gotta love temporal mechanics.
Oh yes, time travel.
Yeah, we've been sent back in time to fix a problem. It's April 4th, 2063, the day before first contact. This is the missile complex where humanity's first warp-capable vessel was launched. The Borg are the problem. They're here, and they're trying to change history in their favor.
So...
History says the Borg failed because of Picard and the crew of the Enterprise, but as of now, history's wrong. Somehow the Borg managed to pull victory from the jaws of defeat tonight. We're here to make sure that doesn't happen.
Okay, understood. Let's get to work.
Okay, the bombing should end quickly thanks to the Enterprise. We're gonna need to move fast once things stop exploding.
Can we review what we're going... Can we review what we're doing here one more time? No, I think we've got the gist of it. Acknowledged.
Right, let's get moving. We need to get to the complex quickly.
Get the Jackal Mastiff up and going.
So much for the bombing run. Enterprise must have finished off the Borg vessel.
We are the Borg. Your biological and technological distinctiveness will be added to our own. Resistance is futile.
After all this time, they still haven't learned. Resistance is inevitable.
Switch weapons.
Complex took some hits. Let's check for survivors. I'm not picking up any Borg life signs in the complex. Carden's people should be here now. Let's make sure before we move on. Okay, my tricorder's picking up multiple subspace comm signals in the area.
The Enterprise is away, team.
Some of them are Starfleet, but they're coming from inside the missile silo. Probably protecting Zephyr Cochrane. The rest of the signals are coming from the southwest. Any guesses as to the source?
The Borg.
Got it in one. Looks like they managed to send down a few landing parties before their ship blew up. Chances are they're here to make our lives difficult. I think it's time we return the favor.
Agreed. Let's move out. Before we do, remember to target and shoot and hit the like button for greater glory. And to bring extra glory to your house, subscribe.
Heads up, there are drones ahead.
Your defenses are insufficient. You will be assimilated. Also feel free to leave a comment in the comments section. Just do so with honor.
There are lights over there. Looks like a camp of some kind. The Borg will be drawn to it like moths to a flame. We need to protect the locals. Picking up life signs ahead. Some of them are Borg.
What do you want? Get away from us!
You will be assimilated. You will adapt to serve the collective.
What the hell are those things? Robots? Zombies? Robot zombies?
Damn, I was afraid something like this would happen. Take out those drones. need to do a memory wipe on the locals. They can't remember the Borg. Setting your tricorder to emit a neurolytic pulse should work.
It's got to keep hitting this thing here to cycle the energy frequency of the weapon so that the Borg can't adapt. Hello, you didn't see anything suspicious. Yes, you saw no robot zombies.
Enemy targets on sensor.
One more to go.
Looks like the Borg have changed their tactics. They're avoiding Cochrane and the Enterprise crew and focusing on assimilating the locals. Makes sense. After they lost their ship, they lost their numerical advantage.
Okay. Then it's in our best interest to keep it that way.
No argument here. I ran a quick scan of these drones. There's several references in their onboard nav systems to a location north of here. Designation Resource Node 01. We should check this out. Whatever they're up to isn't a good thing.
Agreed, let's go.
Alright, this area is clear. Picking up Borg signals to the north, though. Apparently, Resource Node 01 is a garbage dump. It smells wonderful. There must be something of tactical value here. Let's make sure they don't find it.
Good Jackal Mastiff.
Great, this place smells and it smells. Take him down. See if we can figure out what they were looking for here. Power amplifiers. Copper tubing. And lithium batteries. Oh, hell. I think I know what they're doing here, and it's not good.
Is it ever?
Fair point. I think they're trying to build a transporter. They might have lost their ship, but there's a lot of Borg still in Enterprise. If they can beam those drones down here, this situation will go from bad to worse.
Indeed. Recommendations?
Complex isn't far. Let's make sure it's secure and then work on finding and dealing with this bootleg transporter.
Agreed. Move out. is a beautiful night, though.
No sign of the Borg. Run a scan, make sure Picard's team is all accounted for. Picking up Starfleet comm badges inside the bar and... Hold on. More Starfleet comm badges inbound, but they're on Borg drones. Say the Borg finished making their transporter. Those were assimilated Starfleet officers from Enterprise. But sweep the perimeter and make sure there aren't any Borg going after Cochrane.
Right, let's go.
Who is this jerk? Don't call to make a turn off my name.
Will Riker? Zephyr Cochrane.
A friend of yours?
Yes.
Husband?
No.
Good. Now this, Dina.
Deanna.
This is good. Dr. Thomas.
Okay, the perimeter's clear. I'm thinking that transmission tower's our next stop.
Yep, definitely Borg technology.
There it is, another bootleg Borg transporter. We need to take it out before this place is crawling with drones.
How can we make this happen?
There are 3 transporter pads. Each of them is powered by an array. I can send a feedback pulse from each array to the transporter pad it powers. It should be enough to overload and destroy the pad.
It won't take the Borg long to figure out what we're up to.
Yeah, there's that. You're gonna need to keep them off me while I work, or this plan will go sideways real fast. After we've taken care of the transporter pads, we'll deal with any drones in the area. And if we're lucky, that'll take care of this temporal crisis once and for all.
And if we're not?
Let's cross that bridge when we come to it, okay? Right now, we have a transporter to shut down. You ready to do this?
Yes, let's finish this.
Get me to the first array and I'll start disabling their transporter. using a simple modulating cipher. All right, this one's done. Let's go.
Ah, they've adapted again.
They're onto us. Security protocols just spike and not integral.
Okay, one of my crew members down.
Two down. That last one's gonna be a real bitch.
Find my down crewman as well.
Only one left. Stay with me. We can do this. Only one left. Stay with me. We can do this.
We have analyzed their tactics. We have adapted. We are to work.
We're using a fractal self-replicating security code. As fast as I can. Got it. The transporter's out of commission. I think we're through the worst of it. I'm not picking up any Borg activity in the area. Nice work.
Okay, I'm going to revive my downed crewman before I do anything else. There we go. And the temporal the temporal whatchamacallit.
Over as far as you're concerned. I'll deal with all this Borg tech lying around. It's a mess, but my nanites will make short work of it. As for you, feel free to return to the present. Take a break, have a drink. You've definitely earned it.
Thank you. Take one for yourself. 7. Return to the present. Okay. And that was... and I've forgotten the name of it already. One Night in Boston. Anyway, that's all we have time for in this adventure. As I said, target, shoot, and hit the like button. Subscribe for extra honor. And as always, feel free to leave a comment in this comment section. Just do so with honor. Qapla'.